Alright, today we're going to gather a few and wrap up a few side quests. Which I'll probably start by going to Winterhold Hold because we've yet to go into the Frozen Hearth. Yes. Also, those cannibals that we came across. I did pay a visit to 4 of them. And needless to say, they shouldn't cause...
Nice outfit. At least you'll keep up.
True. They shouldn't cause much more problem, and perhaps we'll be able to pay a visit and check on them here later on. And Orla, I'd like to get her a weapon. Let's see what we have. Glass Battle Axe of Reaping. I think she'll love it. Here she comes.
What can I do for you, friend? I'll be sure to put it to good use.
Would you like a Glass Battle Axe of Reaping?
Lead on.
That's what we like to hear. Alright, so Winterhold Hold. Check in on the Frozen Hearth. Looks like an early morning.
What is it now, you sweet talker?
A little chilly out here. All right. Into the Frozen Hearth.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
That's good, because I'm sure Serrano's going to want a drink.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nelligar.
That must have been quite the smell.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
I told you.
Of course.
Just say the word if you need a drink or something to eat.
Hello, Haran.
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend.
No, what's wrong with Ranmir?
He owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for laughs.
That's a lot.
He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without at least paying back some of the coin he owes.
What if I talk to Ranmir?
Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you. Until next time.
Ranmir. Hello, young man.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
You need to pay Haran back for all your drinks.
Who are you to say what I should do? I'll pay her back when I'm ready.
You owe her gold, and you need to pay it.
You're right. What would my forefathers think if they knew I wasn't paying my debts? Tell Haran I'll bring her the gold I owe. Yeah.
Hey, even I can get tired every now and then. Finally, a place to just relax.
Yeah, take it easy. Well, you heard him.
We may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or Solitude, but we'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one.
Well, I appreciate it, and Ranmir's agreed to pay his debts.
Thank you. He's not a bad man, just bad with his coins and his drink. My husband Dagger could tell you stories there.
Uh-huh.
I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly. I say you've earned them.
By the way, nice place you have.
It's not much, but we get by. Very little money passes through Winterhold anymore. But if there's one thing you can count on, it's folks needing a drink now and then.
Right.
Good day to you. I understand Irid's been playing Hunt the Elf again.
It's just children playing, Haran. I wouldn't fret over it.
I'm not fretting. I don't want Irid playing those sorts of games.
All right, I'll speak to her.
Hunt the elf. All right. And you have stories.
If there's anything you need, just let me know. If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact.
All right. How about what do you have for sale?
Let's sate that appetite, huh?
Because apparently we just got ourselves an iron greatsword, some steel imperial gauntlets, and I'm looking for work. Do you have any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left us bounty litter.
Anything around here that needs doing?
Well, not exactly. Listen, we're friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I could ask a favor of you.
And what could I do for you?
It's about Ranmir. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with him being here all the time. He mostly keeps to himself, and so far he's been able to pay. I just hate to see what's happened to him. He hasn't always been like this, you know. Drunk, I mean.
What did he used to be like?
Oh, he was a different person. Happy, outgoing, like anyone who's in love.
And so what happened to him?
See, Ranmir was involved with a pretty young woman named Isabel Rolain. The two of them were very happy together, I thought. One day, she just disappeared. Ranmir was convinced she'd run off with someone else, leaving him behind. He turned to drinking. And what's left of him is what you see here every day.
What can be done about it now, though?
I'm not sure. I hope that maybe if she could be found, if he had some sort of explanation, that maybe he could put himself back together. I'm in no position to go searching for her, but perhaps you could.
All right.
All right, then.
The frozen hearth. For one of the only remaining buildings in Winterhold, it sure looks all right.
If there's anything you need,
I agree.
just let me know.
That it does.
Well met.
Good to see you.
Do you know where I could find Isabel Rolain?
Oh no. Dagger's been talking at you, hasn't he? Gotten you roped into his little plan to fix Ranmir's life. I'll tell you what I told him. Stay out of it. It's none of your business. Those aren't folks you want to get tangled up with.
I'm just trying to help.
You'll wind up getting yourself killed. Dagger shouldn't have said a word about it. I love the man, bless his heart, but he doesn't know the whole story. One night, Ranmir was in here like always, drinking himself to death. When I told him there was no more hunting brew, that he drank all of it, he got angry. He ranted at me. How I didn't know what he's been through. How Isabel broke his heart when she ran off with some thief named Vex. He said he'd even gone to Riften to try and find the bastard. I think maybe he was hoping they'd just kill him, and that'd be the end of it. Dagger never heard any of this, and I chose to keep it to myself. I'm only telling you so you don't get into trouble. Riften and thieves means trouble. Just leave it alone.
Well, I know you mean well. But is there anything else you can tell me about Isabel Rolain?
No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. Until next time.
Well, you are awfully friendly. Let's go. I guess we go to Riften. A little chilly. And all the way down to Riften. It is still a beautiful evening. Hello?
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place. Got horses that need shoeing, so make it quick.
Helga gave you a mark of Dibella. I want it.
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that is.
Hand it over now, and no one has to know.
I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stables, so I said yes.
Oh my.
If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it. Mm-hmm.
While I don't like Riften,
A fight!
the rift is truly something else. Just look at these leaves. You don't typically see anything like them anywhere else in Skyrim.
Someone do something.
Not very impressive.
A couple stray wolves? Well, thank you for my arrow. All right, so the stables, huh?
Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of a face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. All kinds of little notes set up for steal.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want?
These people
I'm quite
seem
busy.
nervous,
Need something, or can I
which
get
makes
back to
me
work?
nervous.
Wow, she must have been desperate. But Helga gave you a mark of Dibella, and I want it.
You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation?
Hand it over now, and no one has to know.
If word gets around that I betted her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway. Good. Now maybe I can get back to work.
Well, I don't know about losing respect for you, but I kind of feel a little sorry for Helga.
It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
No worries. Some repairs that need to be made. Oh, I believe I have spoke to a mud crab at one point in time.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Imagine
Never
that.
saw anything like this back on the island. I'm so glad I left that place.
Need something? Imperial dogs. There's nothing that's too low for them.
Bowley?
A
Nivenor?
life of adventure and romance.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. There's nothing like fishing on Lake Onrek. You should try it sometime.
Helga gave you a mark of Dibella. I want it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my wife.
Really? Hand it over now, and no one has to know.
Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again. Remember to give at the temple.
And now?
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company, I suppose I could do worse.
Looks like you have. All right.
I'm off work at the Blackbriar. Yes?
So, Helga is a Dibella fanatic. Just delightful.
That's where
Perhaps
it seems.
think about ways we can use that as leverage.
That is the way it seems.
If you're looking for a room, try the Bee and Barb. This place is for the working man.
How do you work at Blackbriar Meadery and the fishery without
I believe these are yours, ma'am.
Oh, it's not so
What?
terrible.
How?
Actually find the work
Where
quite
did you get
relaxing.
these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet, between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. If word got out that I'm practicing my Dibellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town.
Luva, you promised
Here,
me you'd pay me
take
back
this and don't
yesterday.
mention a word of this to anyone, especially Svanna.
Just give me a few more days, and I promise I'll come up with it.
I also heard you're in trouble with the Thieves Guild.
You'd have enough gold to live on.
In a manner of speaking.
Sorry, Typhus.
Relax.
I'll get it to you somehow.
I'm going to cover it.
You have my
Fujita,
thanks.
you really need to stop using that skooma. It's very bad for your health, and I wouldn't want to see anything happen to you.
I can't, Volendor. It won't let me go. It's taking over my life.
It's an evil substance. Whoever's selling it to you should be brought to justice.
If there was any justice in this world, I'd just get this over with and die peacefully.
That's not good.
Hello again.
I gave the marks to Helga.
Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket. I think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use.
Well, I appreciate it, but you didn't have to.
Your kindness will never be forgotten.
Where do you get your skooma?
Look, I don't think I should say. I mean, they could kill me.
I think you owe me one.
Okay, I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sarthas Idrin. He has some sort of a setup over the Riften warehouse. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place locked up tight since the war began.
Who has the key to the warehouse?
I overheard Boley say that only the Jarl carries the key to the warehouse. When I meet Sarthas there, he's usually waiting for me outside with his bodyguard.
All right, I appreciate it.
Until our next meeting, honored friend.
Imperial dogs. There is nothing that's too low for them.
I remember Brynjolf said something about something priceless.
He did.
So, can I interest you in anything today?
I heard you're in trouble with the Thieves Guild.
All right, pipe down. You want the whole blessed place to hear you?
Relax. I'm going to cover it.
You're doing me quite a favor. I won't forget it.
Nordic Barrows, Shroud Hearth Barrow. A new book. And another.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh?
Miracles, huh?
What brings you to Balaman today? Repair? Purchase?
Well, you seem quite proud of your work.
Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
Mm-hmm. Impressive.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
Would 10 pinches of fire salts help?
Amazing. These must have been very hard to come by. You've saved my business and warmed an old smith's heart. For that, I thank you. Be seeing you.
All right.
People of Riften, heed my words.
Looks like this is the place.
The return
Why
of the
don't we
dragons
have a
is
little
not mere
chat
coincidence.
with Talon J over there?
This is one of the signs. The signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation. Put down your flagons
Bee and
filled with your
Bar.
vile liquids.
Charming
and
name.
embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of Kine.
No, Marama. We talked about this. Talon?
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Marama. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
Hey,
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Drink?
maybe. I don't see your
I'd like
kind
to know
too
more
often
about
here.
the Temple
How
of
have
Mara.
things been for you?
Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love.
Well,
the
that's
temple
classic
spreads her gifts by
Tamriel
tending to
bigotry
the
for
sick,
you.
the poor,
As
and
long
the
as you
lost.
don't anger any drunken
We also
lords,
perform wedding
you should be
ceremonies
fine.
for all the loving couples
Them or
in
the
Skyrim.
Thieves Guild. I'm sure you know them all too well.
I could actually have a wedding at the temple?
Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim?
No, not really.
Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony.
I'll buy an amulet of Mara.
Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. You'll find more people interested in your love if you help them. Good luck. Mara bless you.
Do you accept charity?
Of course. I'd be more than happy to add a donation to our charity box. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get.
All right, I'll donate.
Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. May you return to her benevolence in safety.
Yeah? What's your problem?
My problem? I wanted to talk about Shatter's debt.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
You and I both know that this is a setup.
All right, all right. I guess I made enough from his shipment. No need to waste any more time threatening a stable hand. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything. That'll teach me to try and make extra coin around this city.
Mm-hmm.
Well met. A fine day to you.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar.
You know, even an age-old vampire can appreciate
What sort of
a quiet
message?
place to unwind.
Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth.
Well, that sounds easy enough.
Good man. You won't regret it. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time.
Why is Sibby in jail?
No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission.
And why don't you go tell Sibby yourself?
I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town.
Now I know a little bit about your character.
I'll meet you outside of town.
What in the name of oblivion?
I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
You just looked familiar from behind. But now that I see you have a personality like Boethia, and a voice to match.
Oh my.
And you think that I care? Interesting.
Maybe it is?
Out of my way. I don't have time for common filth.
Wow, she reminds me of my mother on a bad morning. But relax. I have a feeling she might be fond of me as well. Just like my mother, she may have been cold on the outside, but inside, maybe she might have some warmth.
You trying to get us in trouble?
Aha, a fellow Nord. I trust you're bringing the fight to the Empire?
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first.
All right, Karava.
You want something or not?
Any news or rumors floating about?
Here, take a look at this.
What's the word around town?
The city guard has been tearing Riften apart, looking for the source of our skooma problem. I'd hate to be in their shoes if they get discovered.
Mm-hmm.
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
All right, did I not end up getting... Yep, steel plate armor of major health. Oh my goodness, she doesn't have much. Do you have anything that I might want? No, I do not believe you do. But I heard you're in trouble with the Thieves Guild.
How could you possibly know about
Relax. I'm going to cover it.
I thank you for your help, my friend. Careful with that.
Double the cost of Blackbriar mead? All right, that's a bit of information.
What do you want? Welcome to the Bee and Barb, milady. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
Yes, actually. What are these special drinks?
3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet LeChance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you.
Okay.
Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama.
Interesting. Well, I'll stick with regular mead for now, but I'll let you know if I ever would like to try these ones. Hey, I know I'm a very tolerant drinker, but it might not hurt to try one of these someday.
Oh, I'm sure you will. All right, girls. See if we can make our way back into the Ragged Flagon.
The Ragged Flagon. Just charming.
Yeah, I believe it is. I believe it actually is quite stunning.
I have no business with you.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Here's what they owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Yeah, some potions. So what's next then?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
If there's more gold where that came from, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Oh, I don't know. Before we go, though, I have to ask.
What's on your mind?
Word is your outfit isn't doing well. True?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Now that you're part of the Thieves Guild, this place feels more welcoming. I don't always have to look over my shoulder.
I'm not here to hold your hand. Figure this one out for yourself.
Well, let's follow the man.
Make it quick.
Ooh, nice little secret passage. Well, let's continue to follow.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal clear.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a minute.
So what's next for
You're
our
not talking
adventures?
about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Remember,
Welcome
we're
to the
only
family,
bringing
lad.
3
I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin.
We don't want you
So
getting
don't
pink eye.
disappoint me.
So how do I get my share?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Tell me about the Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouth wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
Burn down the hives? Why not try to keep the entire harvest? No need to destroy valuable property.
Aye, you've got a point there.
So you'll deal with the client then, and I'll work things out with Arengoth.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works.
What should I do about Arengoth?
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The Guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
I need more details about the Golden Glow.
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the Guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Mercenaries? Not Riften guards?
Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
All right.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
Yeah, then you would be deceived.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
True.
So, this place was
So you're
once
the new
much
recruit,
more
huh?
Fancy.
Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
Why is that?
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
Well, thank you. I do understand.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
All right.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
It's been a long time since anyone joined us. Seems like people are in a rush to leave.
I wonder why.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
No worries.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses.
Hey now, take it easy.
Easy, huh? So, should I just hand you purses of coin, or are you gonna work to earn your keep? Let me give you a small bit of advice. Nothing in this line of work is easy. If it was, every dreg in the Ratway would be robbing Riften blind. If something's being handed to you on a silver platter, then there's a catch. Steal the platter instead. You get it?
That's fine with me.
Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business.
And what sort of business?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here.
Any idea why?
Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck.
So what do we do about it?
You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh?
I heard you ran into trouble at Golden Glow, right?
Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him.
Any tips to get me in there?
Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded.
Is this unusual gem worth anything?
Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya.
Is it worth anything?
Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks.
How many of these are there?
I think there were 24 in all. Most people keep them as a curiosity. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now.
You sure you won't buy it?
Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one wants these stones unless they have the whole set. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck.
Do you know Isabel Roulaine?
Who's asking?
Someone named Ranmir is looking for her.
Not him again. He came nosing around Riften a while back, making a lot of noise about me. He was persuaded to leave before he found me. Funny. I'd have thought she would have gone back to him by now.
So you do know her?
She came through a while ago. Wanted to know where she could get her hands on something valuable. Anything, really. I told her it was a bad idea. That she wasn't cut out for what'd be necessary, but she wouldn't hear it. So, I gave her some advice, pointed her towards Hobbs Fall Cave, and that was that.
All right.
Don't give up now. There's plenty of loot out there just ripe for the taking.
At least this place doesn't stink as much as the Ratway.
So,
yeah,
feeling
I guess.
loose? How about you run a job for me?
Be careful.
All right, so we need to investigate Hobbs Falls Cave. All of the dead discovered.
I swear there's something out there, in the dark.
Something out there in the dark. All right, we need to go.
Wow. You really gotta hand it to the Divines. Nern truly is beautiful. Miles better than Cold Harbor, that's for sure.
Yep, and we have a little light. That'll make it easier. I'm not really sure how far away this cave is. Oh. And how far or how close are we from it? To the right. Oh. I seen eyes, and I see a bear. Thank you for my arrow. I guess we're still going the right way. All right, somehow we've managed to pass it. Oh, I see it.
What is it?
Oh,
I certainly would not like our cover to be blown.
I already see. That is her.
This better be important.
That is her. Oh. Well, she tried. She did try. And we also do have the bounty, I believe, that came from the Bee and the Barb. All right. We have this. Well, unfortunately, we did find her.
You have to help me. They're gonna kill me.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
You can't just leave me here. That spell looks dangerous.
Headshot.
Good. All of Skyrim should get ready to stand aside.
Skeletons?
The mages at the College of Winterhold are idiots. I've no desire to go back.
Killing spree.
And necromancers, apparently?
This place makes me feel a little uneasy.
Let's not stick around here for too long.
Is it the skeletons, the necromancers? What get you?
Hat trick.
Oh, something else? Two more skeletons and a necromancer, perhaps?
Headshot.
Double kill.
Or maybe just the one skeleton? Hello?
Rampage. Hat trick.
More? Well, I see skeleton. Well, there's two of them.
Is someone there?
Check it out.
Hey, let's show him we're more than some pretty.
Double kill.
Only a fool lets himself get
Nice.
surrounded.
Good job. Good job. Conjure, skeleton marksman. And another staff.
So, what's
Nice.
inside?
Goodies.
Ah, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Yeah. You're not down with the smell here either, huh? Ancient tome chest. Oh, this is like... We hit the bank in spell tomes. We definitely hit the bank. Well, we had the note on Greywater Grotto. All right, strange noises. Yeah, I'll definitely have to put up some books. I'm getting way too many. Oh. Well, I did get one arrow. There's 3.
We offer this soul to the Revenant, he who watches over the opponents of Arcay and his power over life and death. Fie upon Arcay and
Headshot.
Oh no.
Double kill.
Dominating.
I'm calling it. This one's in the bag.
You cannot even consider.
And that's enough out of
He's
you.
awful
I'm
quick.
disappointed.
You was awfully quick. Another staff. Oh, we have another one. Larena.
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in a place like this. You'd be wrong. Oh? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing.
Lead on.
We have a flute as well. Pantea's flute. Well, I guess it's close to there. Close enough. That and a red guard man. Well, I don't know her backstory. Well, I'm sorry, Isabel Rolane. But I do believe we have someone that we need to inform. Taking off running. what your story is.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
I'd like a drink.
Well, I'm sure you do. Randomir?
I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right?
My friend, I have something for you.
Unless it's gold for another round of drinks, I don't want to hear it.
It's a letter from Isabel. You should read it.
A what? Don't you go pulling my leg. Give it here. This is really from her, isn't it? Did she really run off and do this? For me? By the 8. She's dead, isn't she? And it's all my fault. I have some thinking to do. Thank you for this.
Yep. Well, we'll leave him be. We shall leave him be. Wow, it is a beautiful day. Incredibly beautiful day. Looks like most has grown.
You know, for an alchemist, you're pretty good. And that's saying something, coming from me.
Well, I do appreciate it. I hear you chopping wood. That is an excellent idea. If you don't mind. Are you done? No? You just gonna keep on chopping wood? All right, I want some. Well, we definitely did get a lot done today. And we can put up, well, definitely our staffs. We did have an amulet of Mara, although I don't believe that's one of them that we needed. That needs to be on display. Don't need this. But these guild armor, I might just display that as well. We found someone's flute. I did not want to get rid of the bear pelt. I don't think that we're due for a level up. Nope, getting close though. I'm not even sure if we can spend points. We're getting close to that as well. And I did say that we would check on a few people, so we'll do that. Yep, bit of a bounder, right? And how dare you sell the meat you were selling as a cannibal? The same with you.
What is it now, you sweet talker?
Yep. Yep, that's at least 4 of them cannibals that we no longer have to worry about. All right, and apparently we also have a quest coming up that liable to happen next at the Golden Glow Estate. So, until then, I shall see you in the next episode.